gaming podcast for Halo 5. I am your host, Zista. With me, my co-hosts, Diligent.
Hi.
John. And Nick. How's it going? Yeah?
It's going well.
It's going.
It's going well. This microphone totally on.
Excellent. So, Halo 5
Yeah.
came out today? Last night? Midnight? Right? Which one was it?
It was midnight, right?
Technically.
Technically this morning at midnight.
Yeah.
Today.
Today, yeah. Nick, did you pick it up at midnight?
I did. I didn't play it until this morning because the download was ridiculous.
Ooh, really?
For some reason, they had a day one update
Mm-hmm.
to patch. I actually don't even know what, but the update took like the installation itself was like 20 minutes to a half hour, but the update took like 2 hours.
Jeez.
And I was just like, no, I'm done. I'll play this in the morning. I literally finished it like 20 minutes ago.
Damn. So how long of a game was it?
If you take your time, probably like 8 or 9 hours. I finished it in about 6.
Not bad. So did you get any sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started at like 2 p.m.
Gotcha. Awesome. So Nick obviously has been very much into the Halo franchise. How about the rest of you?
I was pretty down with it. I played the least. I like kind of stopped at 4, I think, because by that point, I only really liked the multiplayer, and it was just getting a little stale for me. And I kind of let my Xbox Live account lapse. So I was just like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Mike, how about you?
Up to Reach I went through, and by the time 4 came out, I forgot what I was doing at the time, but it didn't hit me on my radar like, old Halo games used to, because I sunk more hours into Halo 3 multiplayer than I think any other game that I've ever owned. Trying to remember. Yeah, I would say safe. That's a safe statement.
Yeah, I personally, as it's not a big secret to anybody, I don't like Xbox. I'm not a big Xbox fan. Big PlayStation fan. But I played Halo up to 2 because I did own the original Xbox, and I played the 360 a little bit. Halo 2 was on the original one still, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I played the very beginning of 3, like at my friends or something. I definitely played multiplayer, but not enough to like remember anything significant about it. But the first 2 Halo games, love them. Absolutely love them. So I do have to say the Halo franchise is very well done, and I do enjoy it. So if I ever do get an Xbox One, I will 100% be picking this game up along with the Master Chief Collection. So
I mean, they definitely did something right, because the first Halo, games have been borrowing from that formula. Like, that's the standard formula for shooters nowadays, more or less.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it's not like, Duke Nukem, where you could cycle through every single weapon in the game.
Yeah.
And, you're that guy walking around with 100 weapons hanging off your back. Like, how the fuck do you carry all the shit? But
Secret pockets like James Bond.
yeah, we don't talk about that.
His secret pockets.
Well, he also has a trained body. So
As I say, if you ever play GoldenEye, how the hell else are you going to carry 120 guns?
I mean, Link uses Velcro.
GoldenEye, it's still my favorite multiplayer shooter game ever. Like, nothing will beat that for me.
That well.
Oh no, it doesn't age well at
No,
all.
God,
No,
no.
not at all. Like, try going back now. It's entirely terrible.
But back when that was all you had.
Yeah,
That's true.
I can live off my memories to fuel, nostalgia-fueled memories over anything that exists today. Even as much fun as I have in games like Halo or like Left 4 Dead or something like that, it's still GoldenEye to me. I don't know.
Meh.
But so where does the story pick up, Nick?
Okay, so from 4, there's a gap between then and 5, which they fill in with, I think it was a graphic novel, or maybe just like a few issues, but essentially a series. From Chief's point of view, meeting up with his old team, Blue Team, oddly enough, his old team of Spartan 2s, who he was running with before they put him in cryo. Because at the end of 4, I don't know what if any of you guys, I don't know, Tom, you guys haven't
Was
played
that
it.
the one where like everything collapsed on him and we didn't know if he was alive or dead or something, or what?
Yeah, well, that was one of the commercials was like showing him KIA, but obviously he's not.
Right. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Spoilers.
I don't think anybody cares.
Probably not. So it shows him meeting up with Blue Team, looking for Cortana after she saves him from the Didact at the end of 4. Who wasn't dead, came back, they fought him, and I don't remember if they killed him or if they like trapped him or something, but so they end up go out looking for Cortana, and then Locke's story in between 4 and 5 is there was a live miniseries, was I think Nightfall it was called. It was like kind of like the Fall of Reach, not the Fall of Reach. Oh god, it was a miniseries leading up to 4, and then shows him as a mercenary getting picked up by Oni and then trained as a Spartan.
Yeah, so there were some novels. I don't know when they all fit in, but I see the Fall of Reach, the Flood, First Strike, Ghost of Onyx, Contact Harvest, Cryptium, Primordium, and Silentium.
Yeah, Fall of Reach was kind of during and after the game Reach. Is kind of like the first. I don't know if it was the first contact with the Covenant or close to the first one, but it was essentially them getting to Reach, fighting the Covenant, and then eventually glassing the planet.
Yeah.
The Flood was like kind of explaining where the Flood came from. I think I haven't actually read them, but I'm just trying to remember because my friend read them. He explained them, but it's been years.
Yeah. We actually have someone in chat, Thadris. I was thinking the same thing. Plot twist: Cortana was actually kidnapped by Microsoft.
Oh God! I mean, pretty much
because that's the app.
Yeah, now.
I mean,
Yeah,
Halo
she's
is owned by Microsoft in a roundabout way, so makes sense to me. So in terms of additions to the game, like what have they actually changed going from 4 to 5?
a lot actually.
Really?
The graphics are not like leagues better than 4, but they've definitely upgraded. The weapons themselves pretty much all got rehauled.
Some
almost
of them
all of them use
rehaul.
almost all of them use iron sights now, except for like sniper rifles, obviously, because they need long scopes. And what's cool is the iron sights themselves aren't like just sights. You use them kind of like through your visor.
Okay.
Like you zoom in, but it's zoomed from your HUD, from your visor, so that it's kind of like built into the lore.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of what weapon additions they added. It's pretty much, I think the weapon lineup is pretty much everything from 4. The weapons themselves definitely feel a lot smoother than they did in 4. The battle rifle feels completely different. It feels more like a single shot, like kind of like the DMR, but it's still burst. But the 3 shots are a lot more closer together. so you're not really worrying about your like your spread or like your drop off while trying to kind of follow guys. They brought, I don't remember if they brought the SMG back in 4, but they brought it back for 5. The Forerunner weapons, the Promethean weapons, kind of have like a more floaty feel. Like in 4, you could notice when you equip a Forerunner weapon, they kind of like magnetically like morph and like connect to each other. Like the different parts would connect to each other.
Right.
In this, like the scopes kind of just like float above the main barrel of the weapon. So it kind of gives them a different feel from like the Covenant or the human weapons.
That's cool.
We actually have a viewer question really quick about weapons that I'm gonna cut to.
Go for it.
So let me do that real quick.
Who it's from? Oh shit!
What else is known?
Salutations, Serious Gentlemen Gaming. This is I, Jaconator, and I have a question to you guys. You are probably talking about Halo right now, aren't you? And as far as I know, there are currently 5 games? Oh well. The thing is, I bet there's plenty of weapons in all those games. So my question to you guys, do you have a favorite weapon? And if you do, why? And I'm not entirely sure, but if they are adding new games to a new weapon to the new game, which one are you most looking forward to? Checking it out. Hi, Paul. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Yakubes2 right here, so you can see these videos before they air. Checking it out.
So, Jaconator wants to know, what is your favorite weapon in Halo 5? So I guess we'll start with with Nick, rather, because Nick actually is the only one that's had hands-on time out of the 3 of us.
Probably gonna have to stick with the battle rifle. It's probably been my favorite since 2.
Awesome. So is that your favorite not only for 5, but for the whole series?
Probably.
Nice.
It's always just been the most consistent for me. Other than that, in 5, I'd have to probably say second up is the light rifle. It's kind of like a one-shot scout rifle, kind of is the Promethean version of the DMR, essentially.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
John, what's your favorite weapon since obviously you haven't played 5, what's your favorite one in the series?
Spartan laser.
Yeah.
Forever.
Spartan laser forever.
Thing is so freaking rad.
The look on Mike's face, I have a feeling that's his as well.
Same thing, right?
No, I've had a few hilarious moments with it, but I'm just sitting here going over my head, like thinking, what's my favorite weapon? I mean, favorite individual weapon was being able to dual wield the Halo 2 pistols. Was like my favorite feeling weapon. Yeah. I think out of all of the games so far, but I guess overall would just be the standard Covenant plasma rifle, the red ones from Halo 2.
Yeah,
and they were in other Halos too, I believe, right? The ones?
I don't know the red ones.
The red ones were in 3 for sure.
Were they?
I think.
I don't know.
They probably were.
It's just basically the standard plasma rifle. I don't know. I always try to get 1 or 2 of them, and I have a blast.
For me, I'm gonna have to go with the sticky grenade.
I didn't even think of grenades.
Sticky grenade.
Shit, I like the shrapnel one.
It's just too good. Not.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going with grenades, I have to say the fire grenade from 3.
Yeah.
Was for some reason was just like Hail Marys across the maps.
Yeah. And so if we weren't going to go with grenades, my favorite weapon, actually, Cleo actually just said it in chat, is the energy sword. So
that has also had an interesting evolution.
Yeah, is the energy sword in 5?
Yes. Yes,
And
it is.
How does it function differently from the others?
All right. So in 2, it had like for some reason they thought it was a good idea to give it to let you kind of lunge with it, but the
Like
lunge
with
in
your
Halo
fencing.
2 was you could literally travel almost like rooms,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it was unfair to a point where
I loved
even
it
if
so
you were
much.
if you had a actual weapon, it wouldn't stop someone.
That's why I loved it so much.
The infinite thruster,
Exactly.
lunge across the room, and you just keep going into the sky.
And then after that, they dropped the lunge in 3, and then they started. I don't remember if it was 3 or 4. They actually gave it, energy. Well, did they give it energy in?
I thought it had energy. Yeah, it had energy
Great.
in
Or maybe
2, in 3.
I think they dropped the percentage that you would use per attack. They changed something about it. I don't remember what.
I mean, yeah, they gave it the energy because it was a little
It's
dope.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where does it stand now?
It's still powerful, but you don't have that distance travel that you had in 2, so you could. It wasn't game breaking.
3 had a decent lunge to it, but it wasn't, the crazy long distance.
Nothing beats 2.
Yeah.
No, God no.
Omikins in chat is saying that she loved her some sticky grenades and the sniper rifle too. And what game is not complete without the sniper rifle? Everybody, you either love or you hate the sniper rifle. There's no in between on that one. There's not. I could live with the sniper rifle. It's either you hate it or you love it. And that's it.
I have to shout out 2 more guns that I totally forgot about that I love. One, the fuel rod gun.
Oh yeah, that's
everything I want with the gun.
That's an underused gun. Don't
Yeah.
even know it's in the game until you get into multiplayer in some cases.
I can't think of the name of it, but it was that brute weapon
The brute
that
shot.
shot spikes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The pistol.
The brute spike launcher.
Is that what it was called? I don't remember.
I think it was called the Spiker.
Yeah, the spiker.
Yeah. 2 of those things. That and the plasma rifle dual wielding was my fucking wheelhouse back in the day. Because they had no
Big
shields.
bodies with
just
nails.
spikes to the face.
Me and my friends have a name for dual wielding spikers. We call it Justice because we used to play Halo 3 as we kind of had that as our religion back in high school.
Oh god.
And just I don't remember when it happened, but my friend just picked up 2 and just ran into a room and screaming justice, and then just murdered everyone in the room.
Yeah.
So it just stuck after that.
Shit.
I'll buy it.
I'm in.
Everybody's saying sticky grenades before has a mental image of a grenade stuck to a warthog's wheel going whee!
Spinning.
Can you
Just a solid
Can
blue
you imagine
line.
if sticky grenades existed back in GoldenEye?
Oh god.
You know, you had
Life would have been
the time mines, you had the proximity, and the remote mines. Imagine being able to throw those onto a person.
Stick them on someone's chest.
I feel like it would have been a lot harder in GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because if you're getting that close, me personally, when I played GoldenEye, we always played the Living Daylights or whatever it was, where you die in one hit. So you wouldn't be able to get close enough to somebody to do that. But
Just crunch out the shit out of
the
you.
closest thing you could do to getting away with mines like that was to throw them on ammo crates, I remember, and then pick the ammo crates up so they turn invisible. When they respawn, they're still on the ammo crate, but you just can't see them. That was always my favorite thing to do. Is I would put proximity mines on the proximity mine crate. So
Oh god.
yeah.
You're the worst kind of human being.
Oh, and I'm obviously. So you can only imagine the fun that I have with sticky grenades.
Yes.
But did you get a chance to actually play multiplayer yet?
No. A bunch of my friends were playing it last night as I was
Downloading
slowly
it.
trudging along the red load bar.
Is there any reason why you opted to do the download versus physical copy, or?
Well, I had the physical copy, but you still have to install and then
Oh, really?
the update, which honestly I don't remember how many gigs the update was, but I don't think it was that much. But for some reason, it took
The servers were probably swamped.
Oh, yeah.
because all my friends had the same problem. the update took forever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I really want to try Warzone first, but we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, Warzone looks really interesting from everything that I've read on it. I actually haven't gotten a chance to watch any Halo streams today. Been kind of busy myself, but Wraith Faye in chat is saying that the patch was 9 gigs, so that's a small patch. Not a small patch.
That's not a patch. That's half the game.
Yeah,
Well,
basically.
I was going to say, I read an article about the Warzone, and people are saying like it's virtually lagless. Like the netcode's really good for like such a big game because that's like 24 people, I think.
yeah, it's not like
Not like big team.
Yeah,
That was 40.
See, a lot of people get mad and they're like, "Oh, why do we have to have a day one patch, or whatever?" But what they don't realize is, the gaming industry it's so now it's just like push, get it all out as fast as you can. So as soon as they have a stable build of like the engine and most of the like maybe the single player campaign is completed, all the voice acting, all that stuff is in the game, they'll put that on the disc. And now because of the internet and because let's say you don't have an internet connection, let's say. I'm pretty sure Xbox requires it now, though. But is that right? You can't get on to Xbox without it.
Well, you can
single player.
I think you can play the campaign by yourself, just offline. But I mean, I haven't tried.
Yeah, because I don't know. My brother, so my brother has an Xbox. He's not big into Halo or anything like that, but he has an Xbox, and when he came here. He was like, I need the Wi-Fi password because I can't even log on to play the single player. I think he was trying to play like Tomb Raider or something like that. So it had to like access the thing or whatever to play. I thought that they removed that from Xbox personally when I remember hearing about that long ago. But I think the reason why that they do that is they'll print the majority of the game on the disc, and then they'll start mass producing the disc because believe me, that's not easy. They don't just throw it through a CD burner, and it's there's a lot of work done with that, and the fact that they have to make millions of copies of these games, and then ship them out, get them all over the place. So they're still working on the game even after it's shipped. They're still working on the game right now. It's already out. People are playing it, and they're still working on it. So that's why there's always more patches. So there's always going to be patches for big games like that. We see it in almost everything. Mario Maker, I know, had one the day it came out. I'm trying to
Smash
think.
Did.
So yeah, Super Smash Brothers did. Rock Band did. Like everything that I could think of that comes out has a day one patch.
It's necessary for online play, and it's possible, they ship the game for deadline, and then one, programmer runs up like, wait!
Yep.
I found a bug!
Yeah, some game-breaking bugs, some things you don't expect. And, so at the very minimum, it's required to play before you go online. Because there can be some pretty nasty exploits that people find afterwards, and they gotta hammer all that down.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, so you were saying that the Warzone in multiplayer was what you were interested in?
Yeah, because it's I don't know if it's a permanent replacement, but they haven't big team from it was pretty much in every game before this one was I think 12
12v12.
No, it was now it's 12v12. It's 24 total. It was I don't remember if it was 12 or 16 players total on the map.
Big team battles used to be 16. 8 on
16?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 8 per team.
Yeah, but now it's 12.
Jesus
a lot more
Christ.
people. It's kind of more. It's set up like a MOBA, but not really a MOBA.
Right.
Like there are like
There's
points to
NPCs.
control, and then like boss. Like they have a Promethean boss spawns. So you go fight it, and then whichever team gets the last hit gets like a bunch of points for it.
Nice. So it's not even the team that did the most damage to it. It's the team that gets the last
Yeah, it's
hit.
whoever gets that last shot.
Ooh,
So you
that
just
is
shoot
dirty, and I love it. Because you
Just
can
waiting there with the Spartan laser, just like
you can help get that thing to like 25%, and then just wipe out the enemy team to finish that. Oh, I love that.
You don't even have to wipe out the team. Just wait for him to get like his health low enough, and just like get a sniper headshot, and then he's done.
Yeah.
And then just leave on a mongoose, be at shadows like a phantom.
Yeah. Or you get all 12 people on your team to roll sniper, and you all fire it at that last second. That would be pretty nasty.
Not a bad idea.
I don't know if it's tactically viable, especially if, like, say, half their team is damaging it and the other half is defending.
It's good. It's good for sniping bosses, but for winning matches, probably not.
Probably not the most viable strategy.
No. So don't ever listen to my strategies. They're one-trick ponies. That's all they are.
Yeah.
So, do you know how many maps there are this time around for multiplayer?
I honestly haven't checked. I pretty much put the disc in, waited for the download, said fuck this, went to sleep, woke up and started playing single player, and I've been playing since I woke up. So
it says at launch there's over 20 maps. So that's insane.
They've always been the like ever since Bungie started. They've tried to put as many maps as possible.
Yeah.
And I feel like 343 has done a great job of keeping with the Halo feel and keeping everything as Bungie had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, from this count, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep going. I got 12 here for Arena, and then for Warzone mode, whatever that is, there's another 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple that are redded out, so I'm guessing they're announced maps that aren't in yet, or that just this page I'm looking at doesn't have them linkable. Because if so, that'll make 20 maps even for Arena. Or 16, I don't know.
Yeah. Couple reviews that I've been reading, Nick, is the storyline mode. I don't want to spoil the ending for people, so don't do that. But they said it's pretty mediocre campaign.
I don't know. The Halo multiplayers have always had a special place in my heart, so I it's hard for me to talk about it unbiased. I thought it was solid.
Yeah.
I liked it. I don't know if it was my favorite, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean the big draw to Halo and really any shooter is the multiplayer. So
that's the longevity. I mean,
at that point, I just considered the campaign and the story, that's bonus to me. That's all that is. GoldenEye, had what I thought was great, a story at the time. In retrospect, it was really awful. But,
at the movie.
Yeah, at the time it was great, but that's not what I remember playing. I might remember a couple missions here and there, but it was about multiplayer. And it holds true for almost any multiplayer game to date, like Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Who plays Smash Brothers for the story mode?
Well, that's like even in the newest Smash, they didn't even like the first thing on the menu is multiplayer. It used to be story, but now it's like first button you press multiplayer.
I mean, story used to be really in depth in those games. Like the first one, the for the N64 or whatever, crazy story mode. Mm-hmm. Now it's just
3 was the most insane.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the one I was thinking of. The game, it was GameCube one.
No, Brawl had the Subspace Emissary.
Brawl had the Subspace Emissary, which was really fucking good.
Yeah. So I mean, this has got would you say like a 6-hour campaign?
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's like secrets and different things around to collect. Are there that kind of stuff in there?
Yeah, I haven't. I usually set my first run through for just completion.
Yep.
Get through it. Get the basis of the story. Then they have in like previous games they had like terminals, which you would kind of get like extra lore and extra backstory from. Mm-hmm. But in this, they have like intel that you can pull from each specific mission. Like it's extra added for that. I don't know if it's for that one mission because I've only found a few.
Right.
But they switched off from the terminals to this instead of like videos from I think 4. They had like small snippets. In this, it's like audio logs. And then they still have like the skulls, which you pick up, and then you can then turn them on or off for campaign to either make them easier or harder for whoever wants to do. whatever.
I'm curious if they tie any of that. Oh, if you collect everything or whatever, you get something bonus in multiplayer, like a skin or something. Do they do anything like that?
They didn't. Well, in 4, that like as you like progressed, as you did certain things, you get armor and you get emblems. In this, you really get like armor and weapons and skins from rec packs. It's kind of like I don't remember what they're called, but from Titanfall or from like the new Call of Duty, they have like packs that you buy, and then you get like armor, weapons, shaders,
Right.
power ups, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it looked like in the multiplayer they were doing like the card system,
Yeah,
which seems to be like the new hotness in shooting games, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not just shooting games either. If it's the same card system I'm thinking of, they do that in like the sports games and stuff too, right?
yeah, they just started doing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kind of, because I saw it in the Battlefront beta with the card system. I don't know. Came out of nowhere
Yeah.
for me.
that too.
It's like, what the fuck is this nonsense? An ion card? No. Just give me the fucking gun, man.
Well, it's pretty much like you have the gun.
Yeah.
It's like how you kind of like change up your loadout.
Whatever.
So
Hey,
so how do you earn the cards?
As you play, you get rec points that you can kind of save up and then buy packs, or you can spend money, like actual real money.
Yeah, because
Transactions!
my brother's big into like the Madden and the hockey, all the sports games, and like that's the big thing they're doing. My team, and you open up all these packs and you get coaches and arenas and jerseys and players, and you trade them and you throw them up on the online marketplace and sell them, and all kinds of stuff. And it's just like it's all microtransactions. Like that's what these games are turning into. And I mean, it's going to net them a lot of money because there's always going to be that one crazy weapon or armor set or something that somebody wants, and they don't want to wait, they want to pay for it, so they'll blow all their money to open 50 packs of cards or so.
Ugh.
Do you know if they have any of the like arenas, the multiplayer maps or anything locked behind cards, anything like that?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I
That
hope
would be
not.
pretty terrible.
I would be very disappointed.
Yeah.
But as of now, I don't think so.
I mean, they could
So
get
it's
away with
just-
that kind of in the sports games because they're more, you're using those more in the solo things and their cosmetic effects. Like, the arena that you're playing in doesn't really change the gameplay itself. Whereas playing a Halo map, it's that the whole point of playing the game is the map. It's like that's where the strategy comes from. So
Yeah. Pretty much right now, it's just primarily weapons, armor, that kind of stuff. I don't know. Like, I don't know if the armor itself has any like effects other than aesthetics.
Mhm.
Because like I said, I haven't gotten a chance to try it out yet. But hopefully, it's not like you get extra boosts from wearing this armor or whatnot. But who knows?
how did the grenades work in this game? Are they like just infinite, or do you get a limit of them?
Definitely finite, but you pick them up often enough that
Yeah.
they're not really a
Right.
problem.
Yeah,
We're
you never run
talk-
out of effects. That's for
We're
damn sure.
talking in chat about how at Battlefront the game was ruined by grenades. 11-second cooldown. I think it's 11 seconds. It might be 9 seconds on your
9.
thermal detonator. So you throw a grenade, 9 seconds later, throw another grenade. So a viable strategy: sit behind a rock and just throw grenades every 9 seconds for the whole 15-minute match.
Mhm.
And there are people that unfortunately do that.
And I'm glad.
There are 10 people on a team that
Yeah.
do that. So
Yeah.
it's just a constant flood of grenades, and they're one-hit kills
Yeah,
within a pretty decent-sized radius.
Mm-hmm.
but that's why I'm glad Halo never got that far. Like, the grenades aren't a cooldown. Like, you have to go fucking get them like
That's
a person.
that is exactly why I asked that question, because I also am in the Battlefield beta and played it, and that grenade spam turned me off from the game. Like, I canceled my pre-order because of it.
I mean,
They may fix it because it's a beta, whatever, but I'm still not interested in the game at this point.
I mean, that was like the only viable piece of equipment you could have.
Right.
There was like 3 pieces of equipment. So I'm hoping that with more, it'll be better. But
This is coming from the guy that loves sticky grenades, and will only play GoldenEye with proximity mines or grenade launchers.
I don't know
So-
about 5, but I remember in Halo 3 you could run around with 8 grenades on you. 2 frag, 2 plasma, 2 fire, 2 spike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun grenades.
Grenades, especially being as powerful they are, they need to be, a limited, especially in multiplayer. In single player, it's a little bit of a different story, but multiplayer definitely has to be limited, and that's one of the things I respect about the Call of Duty franchise, is because you get those, you get one flashbang, one grenade, maybe you can customize to get, an extra one here and there.
Or one
based on
drop
perks
when
or
you
whatever.
die automatically.
But yeah, that's it. You don't get, if you're alive for 20 minutes on the map and you used your grenade in the first 5 minutes, you're not getting another one back. It's the way it goes. And, I like that.
C'est la vie.
Yep. No, John, are you upset that Halo 5 is not on Xbox 360?
At this point, I mean, no, because it deserves to have better, newer gen graphics.
This is one of the first, it's not the only, but it's one of the first couple games that are coming out that is next gen exclusive.
See, the 360s had a great run. The Xbox One has been out for a while. It's, when all the current gen systems launched, the Xbone was by far the weakest in my opinion, but I don't know, they've taken enough strides in the past, how long's it been out? 2 years now? Year and a half?
About 2.
Almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
They've taken enough strides, made enough improvements, and announced enough upcoming improvements that it's making it really hard not to want to get one.
Yeah.
The
So
rare
me.
replay alone.
Not for me. I got my PS4. I'm happy.
I mean, I'm not going to buy a whole system just for one game, but if I did, and I got the rare replay, I would sink.
You can't stop talking about the rare replay.
Dom.
There's 15 games for $30.
No, it's actually 35 games, but it's got my wife and daughter's 2 favorite games, which are the Viva Pinata games, which you cannot fucking find for Xbox anymore. And it's actually got my 6 favorite games for N64 on it. So, that's why I keep talking about it.
It doesn't have GoldenEye.
I don't care. There was a licensing issue why they couldn't get GoldenEye on there. They wanted it on there.
I understand. It does have
So
Battletoads though, right?
Yeah, it has the Battletoads.
Yeah. But I can justify buying a console for one game because I've done it. Super Mario 3D World is the reason that I bought my Wii U. Right? Yes, there were other games coming out that was also part of the influence, but I really bought it for Mario 3D World because I love the Mario titles. So, then Smash and, Mario Kart and all that stuff was coming out shortly. And then, I bought the Zelda one with the bundle with the HD Wind Waker remix, to make sure I got everything. But, you buy it for that one game that you really want. And then you're going to start picking up other games. So it ends up being worth it. Like, I had a friend, I remember back in the day, bought a Sega Dreamcast because of Code Veronica, Resident Evil.
Yep.
So there's
play
going to be that one title. Like the one game right now that is making me want to buy an Xbox is Quantum Break. That game looks amazing. So
Quantum Break and whatever that one is with the dragon.
Scalebound. Yeah. Scalebound looks good. There's that pirate MMO thing coming out, that looks pretty good. So Xbox does have a lot of good titles. And yes, I just said Xbox has a lot of good titles. Those words came out of my mouth. Okay? I'm not, I don't hate Xbox. I'm not a fan of it. I prefer the PlayStation. And when it comes down to it, they have almost the same games. There's those couple console exclusives. And I enjoy the ones that PlayStation has more than I enjoy the Xbox ones. If I had it my way, Halo would be on PlayStation, but obviously that is not the case. So I want it. I do want to play it. So, maybe I'll
You
just
just
borrow
have
my
to
brother's Xbox.
Honor Nick, like I'm gonna do.
So
What sucks is it doesn't have split screen anymore.
right.
So couch multiplayer is
Yeah.
No.
no.
See, it's funny because you
No.
you don't have split screen here, and
What?
they're getting away from couch multiplayer. But
Which
then you have
saddens me.
Nintendo. You have Nintendo on the other hand that has Mario Party, 10 whatever that just came out that doesn't have anything but couch multiplayer. There's no online multiplayer. Like, you would expect online multiplayer in a party game. You know, I guess maybe not, because it's intended to be a party to play with people. But the reason I didn't buy Mario Party 10 is because there's no couch. I mean, there's no online multiplayer. So,
But like, couch co-op was the best part of Halo.
It was.
That was the reason I liked the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
They took it out. That's so stupid. Probably would have chopped the frame rate into shit though.
you're gonna have to have everybody bring their Xbox Ones over. You know, hook them to a TV and have a LAN party. That's the only way you could do it.
Yeah,
With 8
but, like,
TVs.
Right.
I have a strange theory that they're already pushing these consoles to their limits,
They
and
might.
they're squeezing every resource they fucking have out of them already. So, because they're not that powerful. Our computers are more powerful than any of these consoles are. So, like, they already got to be squeezing every ounce of juice they got. So they probably couldn't have done split screen multiplayer.
Not at 60 frames a second, and I know that's something that they really strive to have, and they don't want anything less. Because personally, if they had to drop down to 50 frames a second, that's really not noticeable. As much as people are gonna bitch and complain, it's not noticeable.
It's not the worst.
No, I would rather have couch multiplayer and have the game drop down to 50 frames a second. But as soon as people hear 50 frames a second, the internet explodes, and oh my god, it's terrible, and it's not.
They probably couldn't even
have it at its best. Then what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Man, that's really shocking to me. I'm really upset by that. I was really looking
Yeah.
forward to.
I was kind of pissed when I heard it too. When I was just like,
See,
what?
and I feel like that, to me, is why I love GoldenEye so much to this day. Because that is the last game that I remember playing couch multiplayer. And that's really it. Because I never played anything multiplayer like after that. Everything was online. Like, right around the time of GoldenEye is when I made my transition over to PC, and I played everything online.
Yeah.
You know?
We had everything from Half-Life and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
that, I think that's why I always bring GoldenEye up in times like this, and how it's so near and dear to my heart, because, you know, that's the last physical couch multiplayer friend game. And oh my god, we used to get so intense with GoldenEye, right? We would pull the couch up like as close as we could to the TV. We were still visible. We had a cardboard contraption that we would stick on the TV that would divide the screen so you couldn't screen cheat. You'd have 2 people sitting on the couch and 2 people sitting on the floor, and the cardboard thing went view level, so the people on the floor could only see, you know, the bottom corner of their screens, you know, whatever, and then the top people, you know, only got to see, and they had the divider. It was my friend. He built the thing. It was the most ridiculous thing, and all of a sudden we'd be like chilling out in his basement. It was like a garage / basement thing, and he'd come, you know, around the corner with the 2 cardboard pieces, be like, look what I got, and everybody just knew GoldenEye was on then and there, you know. So
That's dedication.
it was.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So, R.I.P. couch multiplayer.
Yeah.
But
oh well. Well, at least Yoshi still got it.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. With Nintendo, they also have the Nintendo. What they got going for them is that split screen. You know, because they don't utilize it all the time. But I know, like Mario Party Tennis, whatever or Mario Tennis, whatever it's called, is coming out, and you can play locally, with. Or if you play multiplayer with your friends or whatever, you guys get your full court, like, you know, whatever you're looking, and the enemy team gets a full court, and it interacts with the gamepad too. So, you know, when you're playing against people, so you could do like a single, like a couch thing. You could do singles on yours with a computer opponent with 2 people on the screen being the other side, and they get a full screen. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, even like Splatoon, you can have one person on the screen and one person on the TV if you want to play it like that. So,
yep. So I guess my final question to you guys before we wrap this up is, what are the odds of Master Chief going into Super Smash Brothers?
Slim to none.
I can't see that happening.
I'm about to agree. Although
More awkward than Snake.
Snake was pretty awkward.
Yeah, it would pretty much be that. Just Because I'm just trying to think of his moveset.
Well, think about it this way.
Don't think of the moveset. Just think of the Master Chief amiibo.
I would just...
Don't you talk like that.
You couldn't stop me.
Talk about things that aren't real like that.
Things that will never be.
Things that will never be.
Put it this way. They had to take all the actual bullet firing weapons away from Snake because, like, bullets are, like, way too fucking scary for Super Smash Brothers.
Right.
That's why he has all explosives. Because explosions happen in Smash, but not guns that shoot bullets. So...
I mean, you could just give them all... Well...
all...
Just make them all laser guns.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
It'll be the smart...
Falco has a gun.
Nick, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you recommend this game to someone? 10 being the best.
8 for kind of like someone on the fence. 10 for fans. Personally. Well, 9.5 for fans.
Not bad, not bad. Definitely seems like a pickup to me. John, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want to play this game?
After hearing about the multiplayer not being there, about a 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, that just fucking torched it. Dude, me and this guy, we were supposed to fuck shit up together.
We were gonna ruin shit.
Not happening.
Sorry.
Mike, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is this game going to make you purchase an Xbox One?
Oh, how bad do I want to play it? 5. That'll mean I have to get an Xbox One. And that's combined with the fact that I gotta play 4 first.
You don't have to.
I have to.
Yes, he does.
I have to play 4 first. And the split screen multiplayer has kind of bummed me out because that's where I sunk all of my Halo time. I mean,
that's what we did.
That guy down there, we sunk more well past when Halo 3 was a thing, or should have been a thing still. We were still sinking hours into multiplayer, doing ridiculous shit in big team battles.
Yes. Constantly.
I mean, the grenade pitch, the Hail Mary grenade pitch that this asshole made one day. I mean, just, like, he was pissed off at somebody, just fuck it, throws a plasma grenade. Literally 35 seconds later, triple kill across his screen. What? We had to save the replay, go back and watch the grenade
we gotta go see. It was amazing.
Bounce off a rock, bounce off another rock, tail on a warthog that was fully loaded, and just boom.
I mean, we won't have the moments of me, you, and my brother, where my brother's character is just named Ace.
His name Ace.
And us making jokes at how bad he was, but still he named himself Ace.
For me, I'm right smack dead in the middle. I'm about 5.5, 6, into wanting to purchase an Xbox for this. But like I said, there are some other factors, Mike as well, that are making us kind of move over to wanting to purchase one. But I don't know. We'll see.
I honestly will get the X-Bone for Rock Band before I get it for this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Interesting.
Which is also a good game.
Yeah, definitely. Mike, where can the people find you?
Twitter, Twitch, @Thilligen, right there.
Excellent. John, where can the people find you?
Y'all motherfuckers can find me on No More. Worshiping the Dark Lord Poochie.
Nick, I don't think you got anywhere for the people to follow you, correct? You're a mystery wrapped in an enigma?
I'm like the wind. I'm a phantom.
Poochie wills it to me, so.
Maybe you guys will see Nick here again for another show sometime. Who knows?
Maybe.
You guys can find me down below at Zista, XIZTA, with an underscore at the end, because some asshole stole my Twitter handle. You can find us all on YouTube and WordPress at Serious Gents. I think YouTube is actually Serious Gents Podcast. Find us on Twitter also at Serious Gents. And yeah, that's it. Till next week. See you guys later.
Worship the Dark Lord Poochie.
He comes for soul.
You guys scare me.
You
The
just gotta
single
battle
greatest
first, kid.
creation. Don't hate, bruh.